Right? Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Halalyam, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakal Kritash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, you Seminole Indians, West Indians, Haitians, and Brazilians. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. Right now, I have a video here, all right, of an ultrasound or a scan or whatever, right? And it's an ultrasound or a scan of two twins, right, fighting in the womb. All right, it says right here, 26 weeks, twins found fighting during scan. All right, now let me play the video. All right. As you can see, they're kicking each other, man. They're fighting in the womb. All right, now what does that remind you of? That reminds you of Jacob and Esau, right? Because was not Jacob and Esau fighting in the womb, right? Before they were even born, all right, they were fighting in the womb. All right, what did that represent? What did that mean? They were destined to be enemies. All right, Jacob and Esau are number one enemies to each other, man. All right, Esau being the so-called white man today, and Jacob being the Israelite man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, you Native Americans. All right, the so-called white man is the number one enemy to you Negroes, Latinos, you Native Americans. All right, that's who the devil is. All right, that's the devil that the Bible speaks of. That's our number one enemy. That's the enemy. That's our adversary. All right, he even tells you that in Psalms 83rd chapter that he's our number one enemy. He's the main enemy. All right. So, matter of fact, let's get into the scriptures, man. All right. Let's get into the scriptures. Let's get into the story. All right. Because, you know, they were struggling in the womb before they was even born, man. All right. So let's get Genesis 25 and 19. All right. This is, you know, sometimes you got to go back to the basics. All right. So this is Genesis 25 and 19. All right. And these are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padan Aram, the sister to Laban the Syrian. And Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife because she was barren, and Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her. Yeah, they struggled together within her while they was in her belly, her womb. All right, they struggled together. They were fighting each other. All right, Jacob and Esau were fighting, man. All right, they were destined to be enemies, man. Till this day, we are enemies, man. All right, look what Esau Edom does to our people today, man. Does nothing but destroy our people. How, man? All right, by literally killing us left and right. All right, deceiving us through philosophy and religion. All right, chemical warfare. All right, putting chemtrails in the skies, and we not even breathing real air, man. All right, through the food supply, he poisoned us. All right, through the education system. All right, there's all types of ways to destroy your enemy, man. Mentally, physically, emotionally. All right. It says, and the children struggled together, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. Yeah, because they were fighting in the womb, and she wanted to know why they were fighting in the womb. All right. So verse 23, and Yahweh said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. Yeah, so she had two different, all right, because Esau is the forefather of the Edomite race, and Jacob is the forefather of the Israelite race, man. All right, two manner of people were in thy womb. Yeah, because the so-called white man, all right, his aura and his energy and his persona is completely different that from the so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American man. All right, the Lord said two nations. All right, two different types of people, two different nationalities. All right. are going to come out of your womb. Two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. All right, two totally different people, or two totally different types of people are going to come out of your womb, man. Jacob and Esau are two totally different, man. All right, our energy, our spirit, and our aura is totally different from Esau's Edom aura, his energy and his spirit, man. All right, we're totally different people than from the so-called white man, man. We're nothing like the so-called white man. Shit, we nothing like any of these other nations, man. Especially the so-called white man. All right? The Lord said, two nations are in thy womb. Yeah, the Edomites and the Israelites. All right? The two total opposites, man. All right? Who were destined to be enemies, man. That's why when she asked the Lord, all right, why are they fighting in my womb? Why are they struggling? The Lord said, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Yeah. So out of those two nations, there's going to be a nation that's naturally stronger. All right. See, the so-called Negro man, Latino man, Native American man is naturally stronger than the so-called white man. All right. Esau and Jacob came out of Rebecca's womb. All right. Esau being the so-called white man today, and Jacob being the Israelite man today. All right. Which is you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans. All right. We're naturally stronger. All right. Than the so-called white man. All right. It says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people. Yeah. Jacob, the Israelites are going to be stronger than the Edomites. All right. And the elder, which is Esau, all right, the Edomites, all right, shall serve the younger. Yeah, because when Yahushua comes back in the kingdom of heaven, Esau, Edom, the Edomites today, the so-called white man, they're going to be slaves and servants unto Jacob, man, unto the Israelites, you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, all right? We're going to have you so-called white people as slaves in the kingdom of heaven, all right? And the elder shall serve the younger, all right? And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Yeah, Jacob and Esau, all right? And the first came out red, all right? The first came out red, which was Esau, all right? And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Now, what race of people come out red when they're born? Huh? The so-called white man, all right? Esau, Edom, he was born with lack of melanin, all right? He was born with leprosy, man, all right? He was pale, man, all right? That's why they called his name Esau. Esau comes from the Hebrew word Ishashua, if I'm not mistaken, Ishashua, which means wasted away is he, man, because when he was born, it looked like he was wasted away. He had no pigment to his skin. It looked like he was born dead, man. He was pale. All right. Only so-called white people are bright red, super bright red when they are born, man. All right. That's why the Lord said right here. All right. The scriptures say right here in the 25th verse, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Esau means wasted away is he, man. It looked like he was done out here when he was born, man. His whole pigment was stripped away from him, man. All right. And after that, his brother, 26th verse. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel. Yeah. So when Esau was born, all right, when he was pulling Esau out of Rebecca's womb, all right, Jacob's hand was grabbing the heel of Esau, man. And that represented the Israelites pulling down the Edomites from their rulership of this planet Earth, man. All right, because after Esau, Edom rules this planet Earth, which is coming to an end really soon. All right, after Esau's rulership, our rulership is up next. All right, we're pulling him down from the rulership of this planet Earth through the word, man. All right. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 old when she bare him. Now let's get a precept. I think it's Second Ezra's, the 6th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Second Ezra 6 and right here. All right, Second Ezra 6 and 9. It says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." All right. So after Esau world's end, after his rulership, after he comes down from the rulership of this planet Earth, Jacob is going to rule right after him. All right. For Esau is the end of the world. Yeah, an end of an age. All right. Not the end of the world, like literally. All right. He's the end of his age. The age of Esau's rulership is coming to an end. All right. But right after that, it says, and Jacob is beginning of it that follows. So after Esau's rulership, our rulership is coming, but our rulership is going to be forever and ever and ever. All right. Verse 10, it says, and the hand is betwixt the heel and the hand. Oh, matter of fact, verse 8, I start at 8. It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Yeah, just like we read in Genesis 25. All right. That represented that represented Jacob pulling down the Edomites. All right. The Israelites pulling down the Edomites from the rulership of this planet Earth, man. All right. We're taking him down through this word, man. All right, we are revealing who Esau Edom is. He is the man of sin, the son of perdition, right? And that's why he's falling from. That's why America is falling, and he's falling from the rulership of this planet Earth, man. All right, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So that's what it represented. All right, our rulership coming right after Esau's rulership, us pulling him down from the rulership of this planet Earth, man. That's what. That represented. All right, so back in let's go back into Genesis 25. It says, and after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 80 old when she bare him. And a score is 20, so 80 would be 60. All right. So it says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. Yeah, Esau, all right, being the so-called white man, he was a cunning hunter. Until this day, the so-called white man, he loves to hunt, man. All right, he loves to hunt. That's what he does, man. That's why he has the heads of animals hung up on his wall, all right, to show what he has killed. All right, to brag about, and it's basically like medals to them, like trophies, basically. All right, they hang the head of animals on their walls, man. That's kind of nasty, man. All right, you have the head of a dead animal on your wall. All right, a moose. All right, all that stuff, man. All right, they stuffed the animals' heads and all that, man. Come on, man. All right, it says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. All right, yeah, Esau is the forefather of the Edomite race, which is the so-called white race today, and that's exactly one of their characteristics, man. They are cunning hunters, man. All right. It says, and Jacob, all right, which represents the nation of Israel, which is you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, all right? It says, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. Yeah, because our people just like to chill and hang out, man. All right, you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, we just like to cool out, hang out, sit back in the crib with our shawty, all right? And just, sip a beer, watch TV, just cool the hell out. We plain men, man. We simple, man. We cool cats, man. All right. It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents, man. That describes our people. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. All right. And Jacob sawed pottage And Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore his name is called Edom. Yeah, because Edom comes from the Hebrew word Adawan, which means red. All right, because white people aren't really white. They're red because they're translucent. Their blood shows forth through their skin. All right, that's why it says, when you read up again, it says, verse 25, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. All right. So when Esau was born, he was a super bright red color. All right. He lacked pigment. He lacked melanin. All right. That's why his name is Esau, which means wasted away is he, or he wasted away, man. All right. Joshua. All right. He looked like he was half dead, man. All right. He was pale, man. All right. Bright red. All right. So it says right here, and Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore his name called Edom. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. All right. Because it was always destined for Jacob, all right, to get the birthright. All right. What did the Lord promise Abraham, man? Did he not make a promise to Abraham and Isaac, all right, that his seed, all right, is going to dwell in a land filled with milk and honey, man, all right, forever and ever and ever, all right? And it was up to the Lord, all right, for Jacob to get the birthright, not Esau, man. All right, it tells you that let's get that in Romans 9. All right? Let's get that Romans 9. All right. It's according to the election of the Most High, who the Most High wanted to have the birthright, man. All right. That's why the so-called white man hates us, man, because we have a birthright that was so-called supposed to be his, but it was really ours, man. Because it was the Most High that chose Jacob to have that birthright, to have that Jacob's line, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, for that seed to have the kingdom of heaven, man. That's who the Lord chose. All right. It says right here. It says Romans 9 and 10, and not only this, but when Rebekah also conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither have done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. Yeah, so it was up to the Most High for who he chose to get the birthright, all right? Who he chose for which seed he chose to get the promise, man. All right? For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to the election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. Yeah, what we just read in Genesis the 25 chapter. All right, this is Paul, all right, quoting Genesis, man. All right, it was said that the elder shall serve the younger. Right, so it was up to the Most High for Jacob to get the birthright, man. All right, so back in Genesis 25, all right, so it says right here, and Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore his name was called Esau. And Jacob said, sell me this thy birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? Yeah, he despised his birthright, man. All right. He what do you mean? What shall this birthright profit you, man? What you mean, man? You got it's the birthright, man. All right, but that's how the Lord set it up, man. All right, because it was always destined for Jacob to get the birthright. All right, the blessings and all that, man. All right, not Esau. All right, the Most High set it up that way in the spirit, man. All right, and Jacob said, swear me to this day, and he sware him unto, And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he sware unto him. And he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils. And he did eat, drink, and rose up and went his way. And Esau despised his birthright. Yeah, how you gonna give your birthright for some pottage, man? All right, for some pottage. All right, let's get I think it's Hebrews, if I'm not mistaken, Hebrews 12 and Hebrews 12 and 16, or 12 and yeah, all right. So it says, lest 12 Hebrews 12 and 16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Yeah, so he sold his birthright for some pottage, man. All right, for some damn stew, man. All right, he despised his birthright, man. He didn't give a shit about his birthright, which is man, that birthright is given to you from the Most High, man. All right, you were supposed to oh man. All right. So back in Genesis 25, all right, I think that was the end of the chapter. Yeah, so I just wanted to get that story real quick, man. All right, because Esau and Jacob, they were destined to be enemies. Matter of fact, let's get that in Psalms, all right? Because the number one enemy to Israel, all right, you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, is the Edomite nation, which is the so-called white race today. All right, so let's get that in Psalms 83. All right, so it says, I don't want to break this whole thing down, but freak it. I'll just read through. I'll breeze through it real quick. All right, so it says Psalms 83 and 1. It says, a song of Asaph, keep not thou, O silence, O power. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their heads. Yeah, so the enemies to the nation of Israel, the enemies to you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, all of our enemies have made a tumult, man. A tumultuous noise, man. All right, against us. They hate us. They have lifted up their head. They're proud against us, man. They walk haughtily, man. All right, all our enemies, and we're going to see who those enemies are, man. The Lord is literally going to tell us who's the enemy to you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. Yeah, man, they're proud. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. All right, they consulted against us, man. All right, together. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. All right. So that's what these nations do, man. They gather together. All right. They huddle up, you know, together to figure out how they're going to keep the Negro, Latino, Native American, man, the true Israelites that the Bible speaks of, from knowing who they really are, man. They keep them at the bottom of society. They keep them asleep, man. All these other nations hate us, man. This is what the Bible is saying, man. But you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, you want to be coons and you want to love everybody. You think God loves everybody, man. Nah, man. All right. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. This is what they say, man. All the people that are not our people, the Arabs, the Moabites, all right, the Arabs, the Chinese, the Japanese, the African man, the white man, all right, all these other nations, they hate us. They come together, they consult together to figure out how they're going to keep us asleep, man, to keep our nation no more, the nation of Israel, the true nation of Israel, you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. All right, they come together, man, in agreement, man. All these other nations, man. All right, where is our seat in the United Nations building? All right, they come together, which is, you know, known as the League of Nations, man. They come together to consult with one consent to figure out how they're going to keep you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans from your true nationality, your heritage. All right, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Yeah. They're confederate, all right, against us, all right? Now, let's see who are those nations, all right? Who's the number one culprit, all right? The tabernacles of Edom, the Edomites, the so-called white man, all right? That's our number one enemy. The so-called white man, the tabernacles of Edom, the Ishmaelites, all right? And which is the Arabs of Moab, which is the Chinese, all right? The Chinese really hate you Negroes' guts, man, all right? As a whole, nations as a whole, man. The Chinese don't give a fuck about y'all, man. That's why they're in your hoods, man, taking your money, man, all right? Because they know how dumb and simple you Negroes are, man, all right? They know they come in our hoods and they thrive in our own hoods while we can't even make it in our own hoods and ghettos and stuff like that, man. We helping these other nations thrive against us, all right? And the Hagarenes, which I think, damn, I'm kind of cloudy on this. I think the Hagarenes are the Hamites, all right? But that's just some of the nations, right? You got Gabal, Ammon, which is Japanese, Amalek, which is the top tribe of the nation of Edom, the Philistines, which is the Palestinians today, with the inhabitants of Tyre, man, all right, which is the Canaanites, all right, because the Canaanites, they dwelt in Tyre and Sidon, all right. So the main thing I wanted to get was the tabernacles of Edom, all right? The number one culprit. That's our number one. That's the first enemy it lists, all right? To you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, man. All right, we were destined in the womb to be enemies. That's why we were fighting in the womb, man. All right, let's go back to that one more time, and then I'm going to end it. All right, so it says right here, all right? It says, verse 21, and Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife because she was barren, and Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived, and the children struggled together within her. Yeah, they were fighting, man. All right? They were enemies since the womb, man, before they were even born. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of Yahweh. Yeah, she wanted to ask the Lord, why they fight in my womb? And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. Yeah, 2 totally, completely different people are going to come out your womb. The nation of Edom and the nation of Israel, the so-called white race, and the Israelite race, which is you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans. All right, you were destined from the womb to be enemies, man. All right. From the womb, y'all was fighting, all right? And one people shall be stronger than the other people. Yeah, the Israelites are naturally stronger than Esau, Edom, man. And the elder shall serve the younger, and that's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven. We're your slaves now. We're your captives and slaves now. But in the kingdom of heaven, when Yahweh returns, all right, you're going to be our slaves and our captives. We're going to rule over our oppressors. It tells you that in Isaiah 14 and 2 or 3, all right? So I hope this lesson was edifying. I just wanted to get into that story real quick, man, because like I said, I had seen this this video right here, and it reminded me of Jacob and Esau, because that's exactly what Jacob and Esau was doing, man. Twins. Jacob and Esau are twins, fraternal twins, man. All right. They were fighting in the womb, man. All right. Fighting in the womb. All right. So, with that being said, I hope this lesson was edifying, all right? So I want to say, call halayim, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakal Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that's scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, you Seminole Indians, West Indians, Haitians, and Brazilians. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right. So with that being said, until the next one, shalom, shalom.